You guys all good?
Yeah.
Nice. Warm up, yeah. It's just getting a bit cold. Hey, just, I guess first on Sam, being a Crusader the whole time you've been here, like what does he just sort of epitomise what this franchise is about?
Yeah, 100%. Before I was a Crusader, I was a massive Crusaders fan, so I grew up watching guys like Sam play, looking up to guys like Sam play. And a couple of memories I kind of have from when I first came into this environment is the kind of proficient. It's easy to see why Sam's had the career that he's had, that his daily habits are second to none, and you kind of combine those things with his personality, and he's just an amazing guy to look at, watch and learn from. So having guys like him in this environment is why the Crusaders has that seeks excellence with everything we do, because there's guys out there that are living it and making us younger guys and even the new boys on their first day want to reach that level too. So yeah, it's been great for my career being around guys like him and being able to learn those kind of lessons from an early age.
Quite a lot of players say when they first come through the doors at Rugby Park it can be a bit daunting. You're looking up the players, like you said, you've been a Crusaders fan, but there seems to be that sort of process where whether you're a Crusader playing their first game or their 100th, you're immediately brought into the family. Do you agree with that?
It is intimidating, but I think it takes you probably 10-20 seconds in the environment for that kind of intimidation factor to kind of come down, and you realise that everyone here is a person first, and everyone, even like Sam and all those other guys that have gone before him, all our Centurions, the ones that I've met and spent a lot of time with, they're all amazing guys, and as soon as you walk in those doors they take you under their wing and it breaks down any of those barriers and you can kind of breathe a little bit easier.
Does it inspire you to want to become a Centurion yourself, seeing I guess the aura that those guys carry with them around this environment?
100%. This club I've loved from an early age, and now that I've kind of got the opportunity to play for this club, it means the world to me, and it's a club that I want to play for a long time as well. So guys that have had careers like Sam is something to look up to and aspire to, but to reach that level you've got to play world-class rugby. So for me it's not about trying to play 100 games every day, it's just trying to play world-class rugby, and if I can do that for long enough then I'll reach that milestone too.
What do you guys stress going up against the Hurricanes, I guess particularly in that, you look at their loose forward, someone like Ardie Savea, who you know what he can do with the game?
Yeah, they've got talent all across the field. Guys like Ardie, Dupes, through their backline as well. They've got game breakers and guys that can really take hold of the game. So for us, it's just go out there. We know their strengths through the breakdown and other areas of the game, so we've got to go out there and attack it too. So that's how we best kind of look after that and just go out there and play our game.
I guess you'll be watching quite closely on Friday night what happens in that game with the Blues, and because that does change the equation on Friday. How much do you look at that and then change how I think you go about things on Saturday?
There's probably a handful of guys on the team that look at that really closely, and me and kind of my personality, I'm not too worried about next week. Right now it's just about performing on Saturday night and doing what I can. I'll let guys like Ray and the coaching staff and Scooter look after what's going to happen next week, but for us, for me, I know as soon as I start thinking about that, my performance on the weekend will come down, so that's in my best interest not to.
Excited the prospect of Scott playing at 6 this week too?
Yeah, no, it is exciting. He's an amazing athlete, and you can see what he does when he gets a little bit of ball in space and his physicality across the board, so no matter what numbers on his back, you know kind of what you're going to get from him, so it's exciting.
Given the bodies you guys have lost in the forward pack this year, how's it been for you as a centre watching them go down, and I guess the way you've still carried on?
Oh, it's sad. Like everyone that we've lost is a good friend, and I've experienced injuries myself, so you kind of know a little bit of what that process is like, and the immediate kind of gutting that you have from yourself personally. But for those guys, the best thing that we can do for them is go out there and perform as a team. I know if we can do what they want and at the end of the year kind of get the job done, it does help them get through their process and inspire them to come back and get back on the field too. So we're gutted, but it just gives us more motivation to go out there and do a job.
Tom, you've got some larger than life personalities and I guess talent leaving at the end of the season. For those of you staying, what is the feeling towards the next chapter without them?
Oh, it's exciting. I remember every year we have big personalities leave, and at the end of the year we think on it like what's it going to look like next year, and one thing that amazes me at the start of every year is guys that you don't expect to kind of fill those voids in the personality, they really come out of their shells and step up. So yes, there's guys leaving, it's going to be different, but next year's exciting to kind of see who's going to step forward and come out of their shells just a little bit more, because every year it happens. It is exciting.